Morning and welcome back to Dodgy's Garage. Hello people. Today I am going to try and pull some parts off this Jag because it's got to go. It's definitely got to go. I mean, most of the cars now have gone. I need to pull the indicator. This thing. Look at that. Adjustable steering. Woo! I've got to pull that apart for someone who wants to buy it, and then I've got to mail it off to them. But I figured I'd get some other stuff off, so I've started taking the doors off. But there's a nice big wiring harness that goes through all the doors, even though they're manual windows. I do not know why. So I cut them, and as you can see, I've got the door. Now the doors seem to be actually pretty good. Well, got a bit of a ding at the front there. I don't know if I'll keep them because they are pretty manky, but I mean, the glass and everything is, and the chrome surrounds and all that are good. So I don't know if I should keep them. I mean, I've got nowhere I can put them. But, you know, they're starting to get a little bit of surface rust, maybe rust in that corner, but that's a lot easier to fix when you've got an actual door to fix. So I figured I'll pull the doors off, unbolt them. That was fairly easy, actually. The screws, literally, they're like that much actually holds in thread. Like you can see, just that white bit there is the actual thread that keeps it in, and the rest of it is just spacer for inside. I don't know why they're so long, but hey. So I've unbolted them, and I'm just going to cut the wires because I'm like, well, this has got wires, and yet they're manual doors. Are the manual windows? Oh no, they're electric. They are electric windows. Oh, silly me. Are they all electric? They are too. Okay, so these are electric. I didn't think they were. Shows you how often I look at this bloody car. Okay, so they are electric. Obviously, there might be a harness plug that might be inside there, because I doubt you'd get one through the door harness. So I'm just going to snip these doors off, and what's that key for? Snip the doors off. But what I really wanted was this rear bumper, because it is, apart from a little bit of surface rust, it's actually dead straight. The only problem is it is a pain in the ass to get to, so we're going to try and pull that apart. That's what we're going to hopefully accomplish today, because today's Saturday. Monday the scrappy will be coming in and taking it away, because all the other cars are gone, like all of them. And now if you look at my previous videos, you would have seen my old Dodge sitting there, and then an old white AU Ute sitting behind it, and then whatever I had rusting away sitting here. Usually it was the Valiant. Well, I've moved the Valiant over the other side of the property and brought another wreck down here. They're all gone. You can see where they were dragged out and whatever. This old camper van, I suppose you'd call it, trailer, which I've had for years and never done anything with. Literally, it's been just rusting away. Yeah, it's literally rusting away while it's been sitting, and there's like holes in it. I might just throw it. Up, up. Oh, I think you know where the rust is. Right, I think the rust has been exposed. Got a video up of it being aggressively attacked, but it is pretty much stuffed. Now, I know a lot of Betty guys will be going, oh, but it's a Betty. I advertised for sale, no one wanted it. The A-frame is actually pallet racking, so she flexes like a 4B on a track, like a muscle guy at the gym. It just flexes for no reason. So it's going. So because the guy's coming this week, I've got to get. I don't have a lot now to scrap, but this is definitely one of them. One of the big things I have to get rid of and get out of here is this thing. It's pointless. I've sold the bits off, like the front end's gone. I'd like to keep the diff, but I don't know if I can actually get to the diff. but I was going to tilt this over, tip it over on its side. But I thought, well, I'll take the doors off so they don't crush, because they might be useful. I might keep them, I don't know yet. But that column's got to come out. So let's see how that goes. I can tell you what, getting this column off is an absolute pain in the butt. But I think I'm just about there. If I can just get this thing to rotate. Oh, have I done it? It's really hard to do it with one hand. Oops, hang on. So there's this bolt. That is really, hang on, where's that screwdriver? Where did I put the screwdriver? Oh, never mind, this one will do. There we go. The 3 bolts holding the actual, what's the name on? Oh, there we go, that's off. And then, oh, I did it. Got the indicator stalk off. Because what it is with about, I don't even know what that's for, some sort of locking. Because the thing about the these stupid things, right? There's your adjuster. That's your height adjuster, and you've got this stupid ass thing. Which, if I take that out, then I can put that on. That screws in there, and somehow I don't know if it's tapered edge, but that screws in there. This little jigger slides in, and that's how, and then you screw this up, and that's what gives you that thing there that gives you your height adjustment and your big nut on the end, which I don't know where I put it. And this thing, actually I think that slides on the inside. So basically that slides in there. So it's a steering fork within a steering fork, and that kind of shoves in there. Oh yeah, see this thing on the back? Oh, hang on. And this might be easier. That's what this goes up against, I dare say, and closes that around it, that holds your steering wheel tight, I guess. That's, yeah. So it goes up and down this keyway inside the steering column, and that's what gives you your adjustability. But as you can see with that little bit there, it sits inside there. So when that's screwed all the way in, hang on, because there's a little grub screw right there that stops this thing from unscrewing itself. There we go. So that pushes in. Yeah, and then you tighten this up, and then that shouldn't, oh, obviously I've pulled a few things off here now. But yeah, this, when tightened, pulls up against this, grasps this bit, that bit, and that gives you your extension on your column. Wow. So there's a few nuts and bolts. There's a big ass spring clip like this, which sits, see there's a grub screw in there, inside of, I think it actually sits in there, yeah, where that grub screw is. This actually sits in there, which stops anything coming out, so you can't undo anything. And that is a pain in the ass to get out, but you can. I did it. And then this, all those bits fall out. This unscrews once you take that grub screw out, because that stops it from unscrewing, obviously. Once you do that, all these pieces just kind of fall apart and fly out. And then finally, you get your indicator stalk off. And of course on the back there you can see the 3 bolts that it bolts to. And there's your ignition. What the hell is that? Oh, someone's actually taken this off. Okay, let's take that off for a start. Ah. So there's your ignition. Holy hell, where does that go to? Well, you're not going to pull that apart, obviously. Oh, hang on. Ta-da! All right, I've got a whole ignition barrel now as well. Okay, so that's a big-ass ignition barrel, but there you go. I don't know if you can see inside the ignition barrel. That kind of thing in there. I don't know. There we go. I actually did it. Now, I only wanted that off because I'm selling that, and a guy has actually offered me to mail it to him. And I had no idea how I'd undo all this, but obviously, a split pin, the steering wheel nut. Where is it? I don't even know where that friggin' nut is. Because the steering wheel's just one big ass steering wheel. First, you've got to take the horn ring off. Where's the horn ring? The horn ring itself is 4 bolts that sits in the middle. So you take the horn ring off, you can get to the bolt. And the bolt's a, I don't even know where the bolt is. Is that the bolt? No, it's just a rubber grommet. I don't know where the bolt is. But it's a largish bolt. Oh, hang on. Here's the digger. The Ugga Dugga did it. Okay, so what is that? What does it say? 1 inch. Oh, 1 inch. Okay, so that's a 1 inch nut on the thingo, and that Ugga Duggaed off pretty easily, actually. I mean, a lot of cars it doesn't. And the wheel literally fell out. Did not take much to. What the hell's that? That's another bracket. Yeah, the wheel fell out, and then there we go. Oh dear, oh dear. Well, that was interesting. If anyone does the Jag Dash, that's how you get the column apart. Absolute pain in the ass. So 4 bolts for the ring, horn ring, then a big Ugga Dugga 1 inch for the steering wheel. Take that off. You can see the split, the round, what do you call it? Oh, I've forgotten where it is now. Oh, yeah, this thing, that is, you got to get that off. And then everything else kind of comes out after that. Then don't forget the grub screw. Where is it? Little grub screw in there, which is only something or other. And then you got these little 3 screws that hold down the actual indicator stalk. Oh, now I fucked it. These little 3 screws that hold down the indicator stalk, like that. That's how it sat. I don't know if it's supposed to be like that, but that's how they set. And once you take that grub screw out, take that ring off, everything kind of then falls apart. And I don't know what that thing down the middle. Oh, is that the horn? Come out, that little thing right in the centre. Is that for the horn? I don't know. But anyway. Crikey, that took a lot. Because that little collar that went around the column that that thing you last saw me trying to pull out, that is 8mm, and it's got screw slots, flathead screws, which you can't get out. So I was trying to find an 8mm. I had an 8mm socket in quarter drive, the really small ones. Oh, where was it? Yeah, here it is. 8mm, and I think it's a quarter. I'm putting you in the sun, aren't I? 8mm in, I think it's a quarter size. You think I'll find an adapter to go to 1/2 inch? No. Could not find it. And I'm sitting there going, So I wandered around the yard aimlessly for about an hour. I got something to drink. And I thought I'd just come up here and try all the other tools or have a look for any of my other tools. And luckily I had this really old cranky piece of crap. I don't even know where I've thrown it now. Wrench. That worked. Lucky there's not a lot of torque on these bolts. So, what a bastard. Right. That's something I needed to do because that's money. Not much. I think I said to him 20 bucks. But he's going to throw me extra because I have to get this out of here and then send it to him. So I might send him the whole box and dice. Yeah, so I've got to see how I'm going to take this rear bumper off. Because that's the deal. cut the wires on these doors first, and then we'll do it. What a pain! I might even have to do it tomorrow. I guess we'll see. All right, so no go yesterday on getting the bumper off because it was getting dark and I just couldn't. Yeah, I was just staring at it and it was like, oh, this is so hard. So I ended up trying to get the wheels off my caravan to see if these Toyota rims I've got would fit. Of course they don't. Of course they don't fit. And I've got 3 of them with decent tyres on it. So now I'm going to have to get these manky old tyres or rims and go get actual tyres put on them, which is going to cost me, I don't know, 50 bucks each, I reckon, just for a set of usable, because I'm only towing the caravan. I'm not like I'm going on a round Australia trip. So that's going to be one other waste of money. But speaking of which, I also bought myself a reciprocating saw. I don't know if they have a nickname like the Ugga has, but maybe Cuddy Cuddy. I don't know. So they're $119 and another $30 for, or $20 for blades. So I can cut the friggin' bolts off that thing. Oh, and then while I was at it, I had to buy 2 new 4 amp hour batteries because the 1.5s don't last. So there's $200 just in that. That's 300 bucks just to cut a frickin' bumper off. Stupid cars. Anyway, we're going to see how that... Don't break me. So we're going to see if we can cut... The problem is... I'll show you. I'll see if you can figure it out. Of course, you can't do anything on the inside because everything's boxed. You can't get in under here. So what you've got is, there's the bolt underneath there that I think holds the tow bar and the bumper bar on. And as you can see, that's manky. That's rusty. There ain't no way I'm going to get undo there and whatever. There's no room. How the hell? No. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to bring out the big guns and just cut the friggin' thing. Because as we all know, I like to make it harder than it should be by cutting everything into pieces that I wanted to keep. But we'll see how this goes. Hopefully it's time and money well spent, because that cost me more money than I really want. I need new batteries anyway, but I didn't really want to spend the money. But yeah, anyway, let's get this joker on the road. All right, I've already changed the blade once. Let's see if I can get this to work again. Mother fricker. Oh, kickback, bitch. This is hopeless. So I think I'm pretty close to getting through it, but there's just not enough room between my fingers because I'm pretty much touching the ground. And a little LED torch, there's no room. Look, that's it, that's the height. I'm too freaking high. Stupid cars, should have pushed it over on its side. Alright, well, I'm not going to tell you it's 4 hours later, but it's about 3 hours. It feels 4 hours. I've got the damn thing off. I've got the bumper off. What an absolute shit. So you can see there's the bolt. There. Where did it go? Where did I drop it? Oh yeah. So I got most of the way through it. Oh, poor phone is having an epileptic fit. And then, yeah, so I got most of the way through it, and I just threw a 19mm spanner on it, and it just snapped the rest off. But that is literally hidden in behind there, and you can't get to it 20 minutes because there's stupid bumper bars in the way, tow bar. So I finally got it off, and then this side, which it's still attached, as you can see. Yeah, so that's what you got to work with, and it ain't easy. And I got halfway through, and I thought, oh, you know what? I think I got halfway through. I'll try and see if I can break it off. The fucking thing started to unscrew, didn't it? Started to unscrew. Stupid thing. And you can see, you know, where am I? You can see the cut there. It's almost through. It's actually, hang on. Let's grab this sucker. That's off. I don't know how I managed to cut that off and not this off, because I'm halfway through the what's the name as well. So I must have had it on two different oh come on, it's stuck. Two different cutting places, which is why it probably took so long, because you can't actually see underneath there. And of course the problem is you can't actually see where that bolt goes to, because it's all, you can't get in there. So I finally got it all. Oh Jesus. Poor old phone's having a conniption fit. Hang on, let's go right around. I hope you didn't get seasick in there. Oh, and it's the blades. It was a 5-pack of blades. I've gone through 4, and then I've cut the ends off them to make them shorter by about an inch, to just get that little bit more. Where's the ends? There. There's the ends, because I blunted them, so I cut that much off to get that little bit extra good teeth, so I could get in there. Holy hell! The sun's setting. Oh jeez. Tell you what, freaking hate old cars. But I've got the rear bumper off, and now that I've got it off, it's probably not worth saving. I mean, it's got a fair bit of surface rust in there. I don't know if you can probably not see that. You can't see that. You'll see here. I mean, surface rust is nothing. I can get that back. The fact it is dead straight, not a dent on it. Holy shit. That's just too much effort. Just for a friggin' bumper bar, and I spent, what, 4 hours on it. In the meantime, Jono's come twice and picked up 2 cars from down the back. His brother's EB Fairmonts, one Fairmont and one just shitbox. He's got that in the meantime, and I've been trying to do this stupid thing. $300 on tools. 3 hours later, finally got the freaking bumper off. All right, that's pretty much what I wanted to do today. I've got so much other shit to do. I got to clean out the sheds and the house yet. And here I'm frigging around with some stupid bloody old bumper bar. Who's an idiot? Anyway, it's off. It's there. I can keep it now. Holy dooly. All right, well, I had to get 3 tools. Well, I've got Ugga Dugger. Had to get my grinder out to cut the ends off. Brand new reciprocating saw. And my brand new fucking LED light. Oh, but I did find, because I was trying to get these off, because I thought, get the taillight surrounds, because they're pretty good. but the screws, they're Phillips head screws, and they are rusted in. I went, bugger it. Anyway, I was looking for the crap in the boot. Guess what? There's 2 of them in there. Someone's already taken them out for me. And 3 lenses in good nick. Oh yeah, score. Score. So I got something out of it. But, oh my God. Now I want those rims. So I might just ugga-dugga those off. And when he lifts the car up, they fall off. That sounds good enough, doesn't it? You lift it up, they fall off. Yeah, that'll do. You can take the rest of it. The guards, the doors. I need a bourbon. I don't think I got any bourbon. We'll see. But that's it. That's the one thing I wanted to do today. It's taken me nearly all day to freaking do, actually. Half a day. I stuffed around for the first half. And then went to Bunnings to grab that. And then Hungry Jack's to get the burger for lunch. And came down. So I didn't actually start until 12. And it's closer to 1 and it's 4:30ish now. Yeah. Anyway, it's done. I've done what I wanted to do. Now I've just got to fix up the whole place, clean the whole place out now. Get this friggin', get the wheels done for this thing. Get the tyres done. Get the wheels done so I can at least transport this without the wheels blowing out. And then we can start going through this to try and get it livable. We're kind of halfway there. We know 240 volt works. Oh, you wouldn't have seen the inside of this thing. Not there's much there. The old stove is pretty. Well, I can't walk in because it's on. It's pretty, not well, rancid, but dirty. But it is 80. So that clock still works. There you go, 4:15. It needs a bed, and all the electrics and that down there. So I've got a new fridge because that fridge is buggered. It's literally the same fridge that works. So I've just got to put that in. And get this set up for living because it looks like I'm going to have no home to move in. So I need to get this thing done real quick. So as you can see, the tyres are stuffed. And yet I've got 3 good Toyota rims here. But they don't fit. The wrong stud pattern. I don't know what that is. I don't know if it's Ford or Holden. Never mind. Enough gibbering. I hate this. I hate moving. I hate working on shit. Do yourself a favour, get shit that works, that you don't have to keep repairing in there. Old cars are a waste of money. Buy one that's already restored, you just drive it. Don't waste money fixing shit. It's too hard. Way too hard. Anyway, that's enough gibbering for me. I'm going to go and have a drink and pack all my shit away because that's going to take another hour at least. Anyway, cheers for watching. Give us a comment how I should have done it better. Don't forget, I don't have a plasma cutter. I don't have an oxyacetylene. I couldn't cut it off any other way. The grinder would not fit in there, as you saw. Because of the tow bar, you just could not physically fit anything else in there except the saw. Comments, likes, whatever. I don't care. Go for it. Clickety-click on the boards till your heart goes out. All in a day's work, really. How do you say? Anyway, that's enough. She's done. It's going to scrap tomorrow. And that's the last I'll have to see of it. All right. Cheers, everyone. Bye.